Good afternoon. Today, we have the distinct honor of welcoming an Assumptionista whose life and work embody the very ideals we hope our graduates will carry with them beyond these halls. A life rooted in faith, guided by purpose, and dedicated to service. Our graduation speaker, Mrs. Maria Regina Bautista Martin, is a proud member of the Assumption High School class of 1978. Throughout her remarkable journey, she has worn many hats with grace and purpose: farmer, educator, public servant, development advocate, wife, mother, and servant leader. After earning her degree in physical therapy from the University of Santo Tomas in 1982, Gina, or Gina Bao, as she is fondly called, chose a path different from the one her profession might have suggested. While she did not practice as a physical therapist, she found other ways to use her gifts of healing, compassion, and care in service of others. Since 1985, she has been actively involved in managing her family's sugarcane farm in Negros, where she developed a deep understanding of the challenges faced by farming communities, especially small and struggling sugarcane growers. For decades, she has dedicated herself to helping these farmers improve their livelihoods by introducing higher yielding sugarcane varieties and sharing more effective and sustainable farming practices. Through her work, countless smallholder farmers have been given opportunities to increase productivity, strengthen their resilience, and build more secure futures for their family. For Assumptionistas, Gina holds a special place in our community. She was among the founding members of the Associate Missionaries of the Assumption, AMA, a volunteer formation and mission program that has welcomed and formed volunteers from diverse backgrounds, including Assumptionists, non-Assumptionists, and even international participants, to live out the school's mission through service, solidarity, and meaningful engagement with communities. When AMA was formally established as a foundation, she served as its first board president, providing leadership during its formative years and helping lay the foundations for the organization's continuing mission. After completing her term, she continued to serve as a member of the board until 2019, offering her wisdom, guidance, and unwavering support. Perhaps even more remarkable is her enduring commitment to formation. Since 1989, Gina has generously shared her time and gifts as a formator, facilitating formation sessions, and accompanying volunteers in their faith journey. For nearly 4 decades, she has helped shape hearts and minds, inspiring countless young people and fellow Assumptionists to develop their relationship with God and respond generously to the needs of others. Her sustained involvement reflects a lifelong commitment to the Assumption mission and a belief that true transformation begins with formations of persons who are rooted in faith and dedicated to service. She also served the broader Assumption community as the Philippine representative of Assumption Together, helping sustain and strengthen the mission and ministries of the Assumption family. Her commitment to serve extends well beyond Assumption. She has worked tirelessly alongside numerous organizations dedicated to uplifting marginalized sectors of society, particularly farmers and rural communities. Her leadership and dedication were recognized at the national level, when in 2010, she became the first female administrator of the Sugar Regulatory Administration under President Benigno Aquino III. During her 6 years in public service, she brought integrity, vision, and compassionate leadership to one of the country's most important agricultural sectors. Today, she continues this mission as Director General of the Philippine Sugar Institute Foundation, where she advances research and innovation that improves sugarcane productivity and sustainability, particularly for smallholder farmers. She likewise serves as board secretary of one of the country's largest farmers associations and continues to contribute her expertise and leadership to numerous educational, development, and philanthropic organizations. Yet, among her many accomplishments, perhaps her most cherished role is being a devoted wife to Luis Yusay Martin and a loving mother to her 3 daughters, who are truly her pride and joy. She considers them not only her children, but also her best friends, and looks forward with faith and hope to see how God's will continue to unfold his plans for each of them. Her daughters have each followed paths of service and care in their own unique ways. Dr. Maria Felisa Eva Martin, a nephrologist, Anne Therese Marie Martin, a counseling psychologist, and Erica Marie Eugenie Martin, a developmental psychologist. Their accomplishments stand as a testament to the values of faith, excellence, compassion, and service that have shaped their family. Gina's life reminds us that leadership is not about position, but purpose, not about recognition, but responsibility, not about personal success alone, but using one's gifts to form, serve, and empower others. To our graduates, as you stand on the threshold of a new chapter, you will hear from someone who has embraced many callings, served with humility, and remained faithful to her values every step of the way. Her journey reminds us that an Assumption education is not simply preparation for a career, but preparation for a life of meaning, service, and transformative leadership. It is my privilege to present this year's graduation speaker, Maria Regina Bautista Martin. Please join me in giving her a warm Assumption welcome.
Please sit down. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Marta. I was thinking, parang it's longer than my speech. Okay. Embrace your becoming with faith and gratitude. Well, Mother Provincial is not here. Sister Mary Ignatius, College President, Sister Irene Cecil Torres, Superior of Cana Community, is she here? Sister Vicenta. Sister Marie is here, Superior of Emmaus. College Dean Maria Margarita Ladrido, PhD. Members of the Higher Education Administrative Team, Board of Trustee Chairman Marlu Balmaceda, faculty, staff, dear parents, guardians, esteemed guests, and our graduating class of 2026. Good afternoon. It is an honor and joy to stand before you here today. When I was invited to speak at this commencement, I honestly asked myself, why me? I even asked when I told my daughters, they said, why mama? Very stoically. Looking back on my life, I realized that my journey did not go exactly as I once planned. I first dreamed of becoming a doctor, but illness forced me to stop and dropped out. I then entered religious life, but again, sickness led me to leave. And then I asked, okay, God, what is it that you want me to become? Eventually, I found myself in Negros Occidental, working with farmers and helping manage our family's sugar farm. My father once told me, you cannot give what you do not have. Do well in your craft, excel in it, before you can think of giving or leading. Those words shaped my life. Through hard work, faith, and service, I discovered my purpose. Even after all these years, I never truly left Assumption. The friendships, values, and spirituality I received here continue to guide me today. And that is why your theme, Embrace Your Becoming with Faith and Gratitude, speaks deeply to my heart. Today, your diploma is more than a certificate. It is your passport to a new journey. Your Assumption education is your foundation, preparing you not only for success, but for meaningful service. Ano nga ba ang isang assumptionista? Magaling, matalino, makabayan, makadiyos, mapagmahal, may malasakit sa kapwa, may paninindigan. But some say Assumption students are different. Some even say, ay, sosyal. Whatever people may say, one thing remains true. We have all undergone the same formation. We share the same educational roots from our sisters and our educators. We are daughters of Saint Marie Eugenie. Like any family, we do not all become the same person. We follow different paths and pursue different careers, but we carry within us the same values. My own life is proof of this. Although I graduated with a degree in physical therapy, life eventually led me in a different direction. I found myself managing a sugarcane farm and later on serving the agricultural sector in ways I could never have imagined when I was a student. Yet what remained invaluable throughout my journey was not merely what I learned in Assumption, but the formation and inner compass I gained through my education. Over the years, I discovered an important truth. Working hard for something that does not align with your values can feel very stressful. And sometimes it leads us to illness. But working hard for something that gives you purpose becomes passion. Assumption's formation helped me discover that purpose. The values I learned here inspired me to dedicate much of my life to serving the agricultural sector and advocating for the welfare of Filipino farmers. I was blessed with the opportunity to serve our country when the late President Benigno Aquino appointed me as the Sugar Regulatory Administrator here in the Philippines. In that role, I witnessed firsthand how meaningful service can positively impact countless families and communities across our nation. That experience deepened my passion for helping others and affirmed what Assumption had taught me the very beginning, that our gifts and talents are not meant for ourselves alone, but for the service of others. So today, as you stand at the threshold of a new chapter, I invite you to ask yourselves, what is my passion? What are the gifts God has entrusted to me? How can I use them not only for my own success, but to make a difference in the lives of others? Today, you are entering a world transformed by technology and artificial intelligence. Technology, it's a gift. It can help us learn, connect, and solve problems. But we must remember that tools are meant to serve humanity and not the other way around. Many of us have noticed how much technology shapes our thoughts, attention, and choices. As Assumption graduates, you have received something that no machine can replicate. Ano yun? A formed heart. Artificial intelligence may process information, but it cannot process wisdom, conscience, compassion, accountability, or moral responsibility. Those gifts belong to you. Your education has trained your mind, but Assumption has also formed your heart. Use your intelligence not only to succeed, but to serve. Use technology not merely for personal gain, but for the common good. Remember, if it is to be, it is up to me. It is up to thee. With faith, as I reflect on my years in Assumption, my greatest gift was not just academic achievement. It was meeting Jesus. I first encountered him in a profound way during my high school years while volunteering in the slum communities of Tanyong Malabon through the Social Action Club. At that time, I joined simply because it allowed us to leave campus during martial law. That's how many years ago. But God had other plans. One day, while walking along the bamboo pathways over stagnant water, a man sitting outside his home asked me why we were there. Ma'am, anong ginagawa niyo rito? Proudly, I answered, we're here to teach you catechism. Then he asked me, bakit? Sino ba ang Diyos para sa'yo? I was speechless. So I asked him the same question. His answer remains with me to this day. Mind you, almost 50 years from 50 years ago. Very vivid in my mind. Ang Diyos para sa akin, siya ang nagbibigay buhay. Dahil sa Kanya, nakakakain kami ng mga anak ko 3 beses sa isang araw. Siya ang aking lakas. Dahil sa Kanya, kaya kong magbuhat ng isang sakong bigas. Kargador ako kasi sa pier. At that moment, I realized that faith was not merely something to be taught. Faith was something to be lived. From that day forward, I made a conscious decision to keep Jesus alive in my heart. Prayer was my constant line of communication with God. Before cell phones and instant messaging, it was my default connection. And unlike any signal or network, it never fails. Even today, in a world filled with notifications, distractions, prayer remains my source of strength, guidance, and peace. Technology may help us stay connected to one another, but prayer keeps us connected to God. So as you journey forward, I encourage you to keep God and prayer as your default connection. And through every challenge, disappointment, and uncertainty, He remains my companion. The words of Saint Marie Genie became increasingly meaningful. A recognized or hidden thought that Jesus is living in me needs to be a driving force in my life. Graduates, there will be moments when you feel misunderstood. There will be failures, setbacks, and disappointments. There will be times when the world seems noisy and confusing. When these moments come, journey inward. Discover the gift of silence. In silence, we encounter our true selves. In silence, we hear God's voice and we remember who we are. Let silence become, again, our default setting. Not social media, not algorithms, nor the opinions of others. Kahit na walang like, okay lang. But the quiet place within where Jesus lives. Finally, gratitude and social responsibility. One of the most enduring lessons I learned in Assumption is this: live simply so that others may simply live. For me, simplicity has never meant deprivation. It means recognizing what is enough, sapat. A grateful heart naturally becomes a generous heart. When Jesus is alive within us, gratitude flows naturally, and gratitude leads us to service. As a young woman, I joined the AMA, Associate Missionaries of Assumption. It became my second family and deepened my commitment to serving others. This is my plug. You might want to join AMA after you graduate. I will never forget the beautiful song composed by my dear classmate, Vicky Salvador, "Because I Love, I Serve." Those 5 words capture the essence of Assumption education. Service is not something we do because we have to. Service is what naturally flows from love. At this point, I would also like to commend the president and officers of the Student Council. May I at least have your hand up? For having, who's the president of the Student Council? Is here? Okay. Oh. Hi, happy to see you. I'd like to commend the president and officers of the Student Council for having the courage to stand up for truth and to speak out when they felt that an alumna no longer embodies the values of an Assumption leader. Moral courage is never easy, especially when it requires us to take a stand despite criticisms, opposition, or discomfort. Congratulations. I understand this challenge because I too have experienced moments when my integrity was tested. During my years in government service, I was entrusted with responsibilities that directly affected the lives of Filipino farmers and consumers. As Sugar Regulatory Administrator from 2010 to 2016, I was tasked with helping ensure that decisions regarding the sugar industry were fair, transparent, and beneficial to the common good. There were moments when I faced intense pressure, difficult choices, and even attempts to influence decisions that would have compromised my responsibilities. I vividly remember one occasion when a powerful individual, congressman, demanded that I approve the entry of a sugar shipment that no longer met the requirements for importation, or in other words, illegal. When I refused, I was threatened with investigations, political repercussions. Therefore, I was afraid. After the meeting, I remember sitting alone in my office and quietly cried. I was so scared of him. I just said, "I'm sorry, sir, but that sugar cannot come in." He left, mad, and I cried. In that moment, I relied on the inner compass that had guided me throughout my life, one formed by faith, prayer, and the values I first learned in Assumption. I sought strength in my inner sanctuary, where God's voice was often clearer than the noise around me. The shipment did not enter, and I stood by that decision. A little bit of an ad lib. I received even a text message that if I just sign that contract, nobody will know. It will be deposited in our account. $500 million. Parang, just to let you know. That was many years ago, ganun na yung amount. But of course, so it did not happen. Dear graduates, integrity is not tested when doing the right thing is easy. Integrity is tested when doing the right thing comes at a cost. There will be moments in your own lives when no one is watching, when shortcuts seem tempting, or when standing for truth feels lonely. When those moments come, I hope you will remember who you are, what Assumption has taught you, and the values that have been planted in your hearts. Let your conscience be your compass. Let your faith be your strength. And let your courage guide you to do what is right, even when it is difficult. The guiding principle remains the simple. All for Jesus, in Jesus. Graduates, the world needs competent professionals, but even more, it needs women of integrity, women of compassion, and women of courage. Women who are willing to stand for what is right, even when it is difficult. Today, even in retirement, I remain deeply committed to my passion for uplifting the lives of marginalized sugarcane farmers. In my private capacity, as it was mentioned, I continue to work alongside so many stakeholders just to help the small marginalized farmers. And now, the graduates, your own journey is here. Today, you leave this campus carrying far more than a diploma. You carry the legacy of Assumption, the spirit of Saint Marie Eugenie, and the love of a community that has helped shape who you are. At this point, may I request the graduates to please stand. For having given you the blessing of an Assumption education, we are truly grateful. Please turn around and give a warm applause to your parents who have brought you here all these years. Turn around. Mama, Papa, Lola, Tita, Tito, maraming salamat. You may sit down again. You carry faith, you carry gratitude, and most importantly, you carry Jesus within you. As you embark on this new chapter, travel light. Do not burden yourselves with comparison, resentment, or fear. Instead, carry what truly matters: faith, gratitude, love, and a commitment to service. Remember, your Assumption family will always be here, cheering you on and welcome you home. One day, perhaps sooner than you think, you too will return for your golden jubilee homecoming, which is soon for us, for Marley. Just as I am preparing to do so. And when that day comes, may you look back and say that you embraced your becoming with courage, faith, and gratitude. Congratulations, old girls, Assumption graduates. May your lives be guided by integrity, grace, and the enduring love of Jesus Christ. May you always remember our mission, all for Jesus. And may God bless each one of you. Maraming salamat. Congratulations, mayong hapon sa inyong tanan.